next pandemic. It seems sometimes, unless something is smacking us in the face, Bill, that people just don't pay attention, even when it comes to their own individual health, let alone public health.
Well, talk about being smacked in the face. What's going on here is mind-blowing. Never in my lifetime have we had to change our behavior and have this drastic effect on the economy in order to save lives. And, there are people who wish we didn't have to do that. That is fully understandable. This is some very tough medicine, but it's better to take the economic problem where the economy can come back than to allow it to spread throughout the country and take millions of deaths as the price that we have to pay here. And so, I think this is a smack on the head. This will cost trillions of dollars. They just passed a $2 trillion relief bill, and now they're talking about more. The kind of research to be ready for the next pandemic is a tens of billions number. So it'll look almost trivial compared to the price we're paying now. And that price would have been a lot lower if the world was more prepared.
There are a lot of people who don't understand why a vaccine can't be developed sooner. The biggest reason for that is simply science, which is something we can't necessarily change. But you're saying that it could, down the road, get to a place where it would take a year, not a year and a half. Is that after spending the tens of billions you're talking about?
Yeah, the companies like Moderna, CureVac, and Inovio, our foundation has been funding them to build vaccines in a somewhat different way. It's an RNA platform that is very versatile. So the amount you have to change is very small, and you can build up your manufacturing so that it is available no matter what pathogen comes along. That manufacturing capacity is there, and certain elements of how you go through regulatory approval, because you're only changing one small piece, you will have had.
Let me tell y'all something, man. This whole coronavirus bullshit is all about trying to push their vaccine and trying to force mandatory vaccinations on people. And the sad thing about it is you're going to have a lot of people that are going to go along with it, that don't mind. They're going to roll their sleeve up and they're going to take the shit. These are the same people that want to call you a conspiracy theorist and all of that. These are the same people that's going to go down there and willingly take the shot. And I'm here to tell people, do not take that shit, man. Do not. You don't. It's this all of this is all about population. Reducing the population, man. It's this New World Order bullshit. That's what it is, and people need to realize that shit. But don't get that vaccine, people. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to your health. Use God's natural medicines. Plants, herbs, whatever. Use that, man. Food, supplements. There's so much natural shit out there that you can take that can boost your immunity, boost your immune system to where you don't have to go to these evil people, man. Because they don't care about your health. They don't. And we already know, people that are awake already know what Bill Gates stands for. So why would you even listen to that dude and take anything that come out of his mouth, serious? I mean, it's serious. The serious thing that he's trying to do is he wants to eradicate people. He wants to reduce the number of people on the planet, especially African people, black people. So I just thought I'd put that out there. It's real. It's real. Anyway.
Many of these RNA vaccines approved, people understand the safety profiles, so that would mean that in the future, yes, that timeline is less. Because you want things to be safe, and vaccines actually can in weird cases, do an enhancement of the disease. You really need to test for that. And so I don't think we'll get much below a year. We'll challenge very smart people to work on that. But the trade-off involved there is about the how confident are you that when you're going out and giving this, that there's no side effects.
I do just want to follow up on something you said, that and I think it's important to point out that as bad as this is, this could be worse in terms of a virus. I mean, you've talked about, the potential of a pandemic that wipes out, huge percentages of countries' populations, and that is entirely possible. So for anybody who doesn't think that this is reason enough to prepare for the next one, something coming down the pike could be much worse, correct?
Read the writing on the wall.
That's right. You'll see a lot of people try to show that viruses, their infectivity and how much they kill, the case fatality rate, those are separate things. And so smallpox is a very bad case because it's very infective and it kills like 30%. Here, fortunately, although there's still some uncertainty, the case fatality rate is something like 1%. If you have a medical system that's able to take care of the severe cases, about 1% of those who are infected die. And yes, it could be worse. This is very, very bad, but still not the worst case.
I got a question sort of about how you see the role of the public sector versus the private sector when it comes to something like this, a pandemic, a global issue like this. You were talking about the testing, and there was a press conference at the White House where they had people from these various private diagnostic testing organizations and other, consumer-facing organizations that were private. With something like this, how does that collaboration happen? I mean, should the roles and the responsibilities be more equally, divided or at least described?
Well, the responsibility to take care of the health of the public, that's a governmental responsibility. And so in the case of testing, those companies aren't in a position to decide who should be tested and who shouldn't be tested. Those are societal priorities. So right now, it's fairly chaotic. I said somebody can get a test every day without symptoms, and a medical worker in another location doesn't have access to the test. So the values we have as a society, our understanding of the disease dynamics, and the very finite capacity of the way we're doing the tests now, which is the PCR machines, that is up to the government to get involved with. In this case, state leaders have had to step in and take some responsibility there. But, it's kind of unfortunate that we don't have a digital system that's ranking for the finite capacity we have exactly which ones should be taken care of there. And maybe we'll get that fixed or not. Maybe that'll strangely have to be at the state level. But the government is in the role here, and it has to design the system. And then the private sector companies, who own those machines, run those machines, they'll step up, they'll work super hard. The clarity, though, has to come from the federal government.
You talk about vaccines and anticipating a pandemic like this. If you go even one step further back, Bill, and say, I read an article that said that this virus was actually found in bats some time ago. It was a virus of concern for people who were looking for this because it was a coronavirus, and there was a concern that it could jump from animals to humans. Do you think that this could have been prevented even earlier on from making that jump?
Recently, the Boy Scouts of America.
So, that was a small interview, Bill Gates interview, that I just thought I would share. You can actually find the rest of it on YouTube, but I just wanted to share that with you guys, just to let you know that, man, this shit is like for real, man. Yeah, it has destroyed the economy, but that's the fucking plan. you know, it's a fucking plan. They want everybody relying on the system. They can't. These people can't stand independence. They can't stand success. They want everybody depending on the system. They hate self, sufficiency. They hate all of that. And, bring down the economy and this is all about, I hate to say it, because a lot of people want to throw the conspiracy theory bullshit up, but this is the beginning of the New World Order, people. This is it. They are bringing this shit in. This is, and we ain't seen nothing. This is only the beginning, man. This is only the beginning. You think it's bad now? I mean, this is the beginning of the New World Order. And I just hate to say it. I hate to put it out there like that, but it is. It is what it is. I mean, you can't even go into grocery stores whenever you want to. You have to wait outside in a line. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? They're rationing out food. If y'all don't see the writing on the wall, I don't know what to tell you, man. But just do your research and wake the hell up, man. And I don't see this going back to the old way. I don't see that ever happening. The America you once lived in, that you used to, is gone. It's not coming back. And, a lot of people might say, "Oh, you sound negative." No, I'm not being negative, man. I'm just speaking reality. I read up on this shit. I read several books on the New World Order. I know how these fools get down. I see the writing on the wall, man. That's what this is. Agenda 21, all of that. So yeah, they're rolling this shit out right now, and they're gonna roll out the mandatory vaccines, and they're gonna roll out the chips. Mark of the beast. And we're gonna live in a cashless society. They're already doing that now. They're gonna eliminate paper money and put everybody on a digital currency, and that's where we're headed. That is where we are headed. Like I said, you ain't seen nothing yet. It's gonna get worse. You won't be able to even go in the grocery store unless you've had a shot or a vaccine or the chip or whatever. It hasn't gone that far, but it's gonna go that far. So I just thought I would share that little video with you. The evil Bill Gates up there predicting another pandemic. I mean, these people not even hiding it anymore, man. they don't even play it off no more. They just put it in your face now. So he's predicting another pandemic. That's what you just heard him say on that interview. And they pushing for mandatory vaccines. So there you have it, people. Take care of yourself. Take care of your health. Keep your immune systems up. Take your vitamin C. Take your zinc. Take all of that, man. Stay away from processed food. Stay away from alcohol. Cut back on the sugar. Eliminate the processed white sugar. Refined sugar. You shouldn't be eating that anyway. It's poison. Just switch up your diet. Change your diet up, man. Eliminate a lot of bad stuff that you're eating on right now. Get that out of your system. Get that out your diet. Fresh fruits, vegetables. Fresh, clean water. Drink lots of water. You do that, you be straight. You be all right. You'll survive almost any pandemic. You know what I mean? But It's the people that's not taking this serious, man. That's not taking their health serious. Those are gonna be the people that's gonna have a rude awakening, and then they're gonna become victims to the wicked, evil, satanic, westernized medical industry that basically capitalize off of people's misery, off of people's symptoms, and until they pass away, until they die. So you don't want to be a victim of that, people. So just take care of yourself. You heard it straight out the horse's mouth. So I'm gonna sign on out of here. Much love, peace and love. Take care of yourself. I'm out.